Today is Tuesday and Brooklyn wants to go for a walk, so she is on my lap. All right, I'm gonna get through today's business with you and walk this poor dog. All right, beginning with, so we will not have a Google Hangout Meet today. Instead of that, I have made a new Flipgrid for you to watch and post on today. It's called Managing Worry. It's in the Mindful Kids Flipgrid. And what it's about is that everybody worries. Adults worry, children worry, and so even dogs worry, I think. This dog is making noise. So you watch a vocabulary video on worry, and then I'd like you guys to post, come here, I'd like you to post one strategy you have for managing worry. How do you help your mind move on from worry? And I actually already posted one of my strategies that I use. Okay, and don't forget the other two Flipgrids. We have Jake's amazing amusement park Flipgrid, as well as Ethan's cooking challenge. I'd love to see what you guys have cooking in your kitchens. And let's talk about the daily learning plan for today, which is Tuesday, May 19th. So we're continuing with our work in social studies on the culture share, and today you will begin to do your research on the culture and the aspect of the culture that you chose yesterday. In the TALE unit today, we are going to use a very familiar revision checklist to review our TALE and work on the hook sentence, the lead, to make sure you have a strong lead, and then making sure you have the beginning, middle, and end. And lastly, to make sure you have an ending that ties it all together. You don't want to leave any open-ended questions for the reader. We want to know how the problem was solved. So you want to make sure that you have the answer written in your TALE. So today we're going to begin the revision process. We're going to be looking at those three pieces. The lead, the beginning of your story, your hook. Did you hook the reader? Did you start with action? Did you start with talk? Did you start with sound? Remember those mini lessons I did at the beginning of the year? And then we want to make sure we have all the story parts in sequential order. And then lastly, we want to make sure that you have a strong ending that ties a beautiful knot or bow to bring the story together at the very end. All right, moving along. In word study today, we're going to continue to work on complex sentences. And these are sentences that start with, I'm not going to try to say that. A-A-A-W-W-U-B-B-I-S. A woobus. Yes. So they start with a woobus word and a phrase and a comma. And you guys are going to make a complex sentence on our class document. So everybody contributes one sentence. The word of today is vast. What does vast mean? Vast means it's great in size or amount. So think of something that is vast. The first thing that comes to my mind is the ocean. The ocean is vast. It's like unsizable how big it is, right? How about the night sky is vast? What can you say is vast? Can you use that word in your conversations today? Think of something that is vast. Our read aloud today is chapter 16, The Tale of Despereaux. And in math, we're on to lesson 29. In Inquiry Workshop today, we are going on a virtual field trip to Dog Beach. Do you remember when we did that? That was the very best. This time we're going with naturalists Jane McLaughlin and Beth Rosen. And we're going to learn about plants and animals who live on the seashore. In mindfulness today, we're going to think about someone who cares about you. It could be a family member, a pet, or even an imaginary person. Even for me, I think of, someone I loved who passed away that cares about me. I will always think of my parents when someone brings up that word caring. So feel free to close your eyes and imagine them in your mind and think of as much detail about that person as you can. And see them smiling at you and sending you love and feeling that love going through you. And that's a really good strategy for calming down, relaxing, and feeling really good feelings, feeling loved. So there might be a time in your life when you're away from your family, like at sleepaway camp, or when you're older and you go to college and you miss home. For me, when I went to Taiwan, I missed my family so much that I used to envision them and see them smiling at me and feel good as a result. So you have this power in your mind to transform your experience. If you're missing someone, you can envision the person that you miss loving you and giving you positive feelings. Oh, our special today is art. And in art, we are learning about abstract geometric selfies, just like the one that Anya taught us to make. So I put Anya's tutorial there again. Please post your geometric selfies in Anya's Flipgrid. And that is all I have for you today. I love you, 3Jess, and I will be back with you tomorrow. Bye-bye.